Hi YouTube, my name is Renee. So by now you all have probably heard about a young lady named Amy Anita Joyner-Francis who reportedly was in a fight or an altercation which led to her untimely and premature death. So to give you a backdrop, so this happened in Wilmington, Delaware at Howard High School of Technology. Now, when I was reading some of the news reports, administrators at the school say Amy was a very good student and that she was not a troublemaker, which would lead me to believe that either she was defending herself or she was baited into an altercation and once again still defending herself. It doesn't sound like she was the aggressor. So Amy was a sophomore and her and either one or more girls were in the bathroom when a fight took place, and Amy hit her head on the sink of the bathroom and lost consciousness. She was taken to the hospital and unfortunately she did not regain consciousness. Now, some reports are saying that this was over a boy. Other reports are saying it was not. I even saw a couple of reports that kind of implied that Amy may have been bullied. I'm not sure, but what I do know is that none of it was worth Amy losing her life early. None of it was worth fighting. Now, by no means am I suggesting that if someone attacks you that you just let them attack you. I don't believe in that. I do believe in defending yourself. Whatever you have to do, if someone is presenting a physical threat, defend yourself. But it's just unfortunate that all of this happened, and I don't know how the other girls that were involved feel, but I'm pretty sure they did not think it would turn out quite this bad. Also, I noticed that there are a lot of people boasting to have video of the fight, and to that I say, that's sick. And also, I would like to do a call of action to parents. Maybe it's time to take away cell phones if this is what our children are going to be doing. I understand that some of our children know how to use cell phones for what they are, but let's be honest. There is a serious influx of people fighting just to post it on the internet, looking for some sort of internet fame, and that also has to stop. It's stupid. Stop it. Talk to your children. It's not worth it. So I want to dig a little deeper into Amy's case, but approach it differently. So something else that I have noticed that has been growing over the last 10 plus years is this sort of mean girls, bad bitch culture. And you may ask, what is a mean girl? So there's a movie called Mean Girls, and if you have high school age children, I suggest that you watch it with them. It's a very for what it's worth, it's a pretty decent movie, and it goes into the dynamics of some of these female on female sort of hate relationships that are such a waste of productivity, such a waste of time. So, like I said, some of the things that we've all seen women and girls fight over, of course, is boys or men. Now, I'm of the generation where we were told that if you have to fight over a man, that man probably isn't yours. Now, I understand when people are married, the dynamics become more complex, but me personally, I would not fight over any man. Husband, committed partner, otherwise, not doing that. If you want him that bad, you can have him. I'm good. Also, I personally believe that if a guy is worth your time and energy, he would never put you in a compromising position that causes you harm, stress, and anybody attacking you. He just wouldn't. So if you have been in a relationship and you're experiencing all this sort of toxic energy and always in some drama, maybe it's time to reevaluate that relationship. Something else that I noticed that a lot of women diminish other women over is clothing. Now, when I say clothes, I don't mean the style, like how short a skirt is or all that. No, I mean specifically women wearing certain name brands. You have some women that will dog out other women because they don't wear the latest trends, because they don't wear designer, clothes. Well, some people don't find the value in that. I'm one of those women. I'm not paying $200 and $300 for anybody's shoes. Never have, never will. I'll walk around barefoot first. Also, the flip of that dynamic is women who quote unquote dress well, also being labeled as being super bougie or stuck up. So it works both ways. And we have to get past people's exterior, because all clothes, no matter where they come from, diminish in value. None of them increase in value. None of them are an investment. They are all depreciating items that we buy. None of them, some people will argue that some clothes maintain value. I say none of them do. Probably certain collector's items, but yeah, I don't think it's worth diminishing somebody because they may or may not have something. And if you like nice things or designer labels, that's fine. But don't diminish other people for not seeing the value in them like you do. Another thing that women and girls tear each other down for is appearance and hair. Now, when I say appearance, I mean physical beauty. So a lot of times, if you have a woman that is seen as very beautiful or aesthetically pleasing, she will be attacked, verbally and even sometimes physically, because the other women perceive her as so beautiful and they are not secure in their own beauty, so they see her as a potential threat. And it goes the opposite direction as well. You will have some people that look at a woman, and because they don't perceive her as being beautiful, they will talk down to her. They will treat her like she's trash. Neither one is cool. And no matter how beautiful you are or how beautiful people tell you are, if you walk around treating people poorly, you are not beautiful. Being beautiful comes from the inside and it comes outside. Also, if you have high self-esteem, you're not worried about what other people do. You're not worried about how other people look, because you're secure in who you are. So if you find yourself or somebody who's constantly diminishing other women for how they look, then maybe they need to work on their self-esteem. The other thing that a lot of women dog each other out for is hair. Now, I stopped relaxing my hair back in 2009, and at that time, a coworker who never really spoke to me came completely out of her way to ask me, well, what are you doing with your hair? To which I told her, letting it grow out my damn scalp like it does naturally. I mean, it was rude, it was unprofessional, it was unnecessary. So there was no rhyme or reason for her to do that other than to try to make me feel bad or make me feel some sort of way. And it didn't. I just walked off because she was not worth my time, my energy, my space. She wasn't. Something else that women and girls get into battles over is, I don't like you because my friend doesn't like you. Now, that is one of the most juvenile reasons you could have to dislike another woman. Now, I understand loyalty to your friends. I'm a very loyal friend. I love loyalty. But I would never expect one of my friends not to deal with someone just because I don't see eye to eye with them or just because I had a bad experience. Because in my own life, I have had people tell me time and time again, oh, before I really got to know you, before I spoke to you, I thought you was going to be real, like stuck up or conceited. I thought you were going to be mean. And you are none of those things. You're really nice, like you're really down to earth. And the problem comes in is when people just try to assess you either from facial expressions or how you carry yourself. Maybe you carry yourself with what some people see as conceit. And it is not. You're just very comfortable in who you are. So, yeah, it's not a good idea to just automatically assume that another woman is going to have attitude with you based on how she looks. And let's be honest, women are highly emotional. We all have bad days. Sometimes you can catch somebody on their bad day. And if you do, that's fine. That's why if you see them a second time, you say, okay, well, let's just try to approach this. Let's try to approach this situation for the second time and see if there's that same sort of energy there. And usually it's a better interaction the second time around. But I am not naive. Now, I do know that there are some women who are diabolically mean. I have encountered some of them in my professional life. So, yeah, I'm not saying that doesn't exist. But if you find yourself always, around these people, just limit your interactions with those women and keep it moving. So, to recap, things that women need to stop fighting over. Boys, men, if a man is or a guy is really into you, in my opinion, he would never put you in a situation where you're in danger or another woman is bringing negative energy and toxic vibes into your relationship. We need to stop looking at how other women dress. The clothes is just a shell to cover the body. Get to know the heart of that woman. Get to know that woman for yourself. Don't listen to what other people say. Appearance and hair, let other women rock how they rock. Let them do themselves. You do yourself, let them do their self. If they dress and it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. You don't have to wear it. Just look at it that way. You don't have to wear it. And the whole, I don't like her because my girl don't like her, my friend don't like her. Let that go. That's silly. And if your friend is a friend, they should be able to understand, okay, well, I don't deal with her, but if you want to, that's on you. I mean, just let people form their own opinions of other women. Do not put your predisposed, opinion on another woman. And don't let people influence you with what they think. Think for yourself. So, once again, it is horrible what happened to Amy. We will never recognize the greatness of Amy. Never. Her family won't get to see her graduate. Won't get to see if she would have had children. Won't get to see if she would have been, a scientist that could have brought us a new cure for some disease that has been, bothering us for years. I mean, we will never know the greatness of Amy. And I hope that the other girls involved get the sort of counseling they need and the resources. And I honestly hope they forgive themselves. And if you are among women who diminish other women, call them out on that. Call them out. There is no reason for us to diminish each other. Lift another woman up. Be an example to young girls and women around you and let them see you lift other women up. Thank you for listening. My name is Renee, and remember, it takes a whole lot less energy to lift another woman up. So lift her up.